Alright, so I'm back with another video with the for the four wheelers. This time I'm working on a big red. That's my red four wheeler. Um, Go ahead and put this in right quick. Okay, so when I took it out the other day, it was running. I didn't know I was riding Bumblebee. My nieces and them was riding this and I was playing around with them, and I did a loop around some trees, so I disappeared and I ended up behind them. I smelled this funny smell. I thought it was holding on the brakes. I pulled up on them and I asked them, "Hey, are y'all holding on the brakes when you're riding? The foot brakes, because it's easy to step on the foot brakes and not know you're stepping on it." So they said no, and I was like, "Damn, y'all don't smell it?" And they said, "Yeah, they smell it." And I started to take a look at it. I'm like, man, that's pretty bad of a smell. And then I looked at the dash, and it said it was overheating. The check engine light was on, and it was overheating. This was their first time on it, so they didn't really know. So the computer system already put the vehicle, the ATV, into limp home mode. So I took it back to the truck. We had to go about probably like about 2 miles to reach back to the truck. I let them take Bumblebee while I troubleshoot it. So with it overheating, I took it back and I started checking the items that will cause it to overheat. So you got your fluid right here. It's the reservoir, the coolant reservoir. If you out of coolant, that would cause it to overheat. Next is the fan. If you don't have any leaks at all, and you can see the coolant in the reservoir up top, coolant is still in there, the fan is the next step. Make sure your fan ain't jammed and it twists freely. Hopefully you can see it. So I checked all of this in. Although it was extremely hot, so I got burnt a couple times from touching the radiator. But the fan don't get hot. Normally you don't want to stick your finger in here, but it wasn't coming on. The engine was overheating, but the fan wasn't engaging. So what I did, if you could see right here, let's see if you could see. Yeah. If you could see right here, there's a connector here for the fan. Some vehicles you could disconnect the relay between the I think it's called the okay, so there's a relay you could disconnect for the thermostat, and it will cause the fan to constantly stay on. So I disconnected this wire here, expecting the fan to kick on, but it didn't. So there was only one other thing to check after checking all these other stuff. It's coming up here to where the fuse, let me put the camera, okay, to where the fuse box is. So I unclipped it. That's why it's shaking around, because I unclipped it already. So it got 2 notches you want to push in, and it slides right out. So on here, you'll see it got some writing telling you what all the fuses are and relays. So I was looking, and F9, which is this one right here, it's a 20 amp. It's a 20 amp, and it deals with a cooling fan. That's what it says right here. It deals with the cooling fan. Bam. So all the other stuff, this is the key, deals with the key, ignition. Let's see, speedometer, and all these other ones deal with different stuff. So this is the one here that I wanted to check, because it's dealing with the cooling fan. So you just pull it out. If you can't get it out by hand, they got this little tool here. You can slide this out, or you could clip it on like that. You could clip it on like that, and then it'll pull it out for you. it'll grab onto it, clamp onto it, and then pull it out. All right, so when I pulled it out, you check a fuse by looking inside of it. Let's see if we can. Let me see if we could get it to focus. So the fuse, it connects from this tip right here to the other tip. It goes up, connects inside, and it comes down. If I don't know if you could see it. Let's see. Okay, so you can't really see it, but where you see the little U, the horseshoe looking part, on the top of that is broken. So that means the fuse burnt out. It don't have a connection from this side to the other side. So luckily the cap for the fuse box comes with extra fuses. It got 3 20 amp fuse and 3 10 amp fuse on the bottom. So I just took the fuse out. Just turn you back this way. And I put it in exactly how the rest of them was or is. All of the numbers are facing down the right way. So you just want to slide it back in. With the engine and ignition off, you slide it back in. And as soon as I slide it back in, I turned it on. And what do you know? The fan kicked on instantly. And it saved me a whole lot of money from taking it to the dealership to troubleshoot to see what's wrong with it and do the simple fix that you could do as a regular operator. All right, so I just put the cover back on, put put the fuse box cover on, and then I put the dash cover on, and then I went to test it out, and it's doing good now. All right, so that's what you do. If your check engine light come on, or if it's overheating, before you take it to the shop, you want to check those stuff first. Check to see if you have coolant, if it's in the right level. See if the radiator is damaged, if you have any coolant leak. Check to see if the fan is, or listen to see if the fan is engaging. And then last but not least, check the fuse box. Locate where the fan fuse is, and hopefully you have an extra one. Swap it out. Good to go. All right. Okay. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And this one here, this is a Can-Am Outlander L. Both four-wheelers is a Can-Am Outlander. One is newer. Bumblebee is newer than Big Red. Big Red is a 2-seater. Bumblebee is a 1-seater. Alright, so don't forget, like, comment, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Let me know if you need to see any other type of maintenance on these Can-Am Outlander ATVs. Alright.